Welcome back to Red Devils TV, the realest channel on YouTube. It's my Manchester United versus Arsenal match reaction. Very wet one, let's just say that. But no, as you know, if you've seen on Twitter or other social media platforms, that Manchester United's old ground, Old Trafford, has a leaking roof, and I'm one of them who got caught in it. But anyway, how do we justify that game? Wasteful is what I have to say, and you know, I back this team, I back this manager, but at the end of the day, that was not a poor display considering everyone thought we were going to get battered by Arsenal. But at the same time, it was disappointing. We were so wasteful in possession, we didn't take our chances, and Arsenal were there for the taking, in my opinion. And Amrabat, I thought it was solid today. Amad, you know, considering he's hardly played, his sharpness looked on point, and I feel like he has to start for the rest of the season now. I know people say you can't judge it off one-off game, but we've got 2 games left. We've got nothing to lose in the Premier League, that is. But I think what Ten Hag needs to do in the next few weeks, in the next few games, is that we need to figure out what is our current strongest squad that's available to us, because we need to try our best to defeat City and that FA Cup final. But the security guards are being knobbers, they're trying to kick us out. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I back Eric Ten Hag full-heartedly. I want him to be here next season. But with the players he has available, you can't play football. And even today, you saw glimpses of Ten Hag football, that 3-2-5 formation. Arsenal just defended really well. All they had to do was score that first goal against us. They know how to defend well. They're a very decent team because they were in our position at 1.2. They were with a hostile fan base. They had a manager they didn't want, but they played defensive football at the same time. Yeah, guys, what did you think of the first game? What did you think of the game? What did you think of the game? Good game, yeah? Alright. But no, at the end of the day, it was disappointing to lose. But at the same time, Arsenal had everything to lose by competing in the title. And unfortunately, Manchester United just couldn't get the job done. But that's it. At the end of the day, like I said, we could have played a lot better, but we didn't. And that's that. I personally believe that we could have took Arsenal, but at the end of the day, but no, as this game taught us, we can play attacking football to somewhat extent. It's just we don't have the quality on the pitch, and we've just got to take our chances and not be inconsistent. That has been our issue today, and that's that. At the end of the day, fucking knobbered. But at the end of the day, we just couldn't get the job done. And it's a disappointing result, but at the same time, what do I say? We tried, because I don't think we did. But I would say that. Flex, can I just get your quick thoughts on the game, bro? Sure. What are your thoughts?
Weren't too bad, to be honest. Like with the team that we had, that's the maximum we could do. I thought Arsenal would play a lot better, but they still did their job, so they're happy. And for us, it's more. That's the maximum we could do. I thought we did actually. We was actually a little bit more compact, because of the types of players that we had out there, but it's a bit meh. It's a bit. That was the maximum we could do with who we had, and actually the goal that we conceded was actually really soft and stupid. Casemiro just thought he must have been still in centre mid, just trotting back up like that, not forgetting he's the last man. So silly goal to give away, but overall, I expected to lose a lot heavier than that.
Yeah, mate. I mean, I'm a massive fan of yours, but there's one question that I've never seen you be asked. If you were a footballer, what would your iconic celebration be?
Oh, bloody hell. Knee slide all day. Knee slide, but I'd mix it up with, I don't know what other action.
Would you kiss the badge, or would you have your arms out shushing the crowd?
Well, if I played for Man United, I'd kiss the badge. Yeah. But obviously in your career, you don't know where you're going to go. But probably arms out, like Hazard's one.
Oh, yeah.
Arms out, knee slide.
All right, bro.
Nice one.
Thank you for speaking.
Appreciate you, bro.
What's your name?
Flawless, brother.
Flawless, right. What were your thoughts on the game?
Everyone's here talking about it. So he's talking and saying, "Oh, it wasn't as bad as we expected it to be." People were expecting us to get battered. I don't think Arsenal were great. Were they the better side? Yes, in particular in the first half, but we just lackluster going forward. I think we could play from now till next Sunday, and we're not scoring. And it's one mistake to me that's cost us the game. We got a draw out of that game.
Absolutely. And do you think we were so? I feel like we were so wasteful in possession, because in that second half, Arsenal did nothing to attack our goal. And at the same time, I'm just there like that was our issue against Palace as well before we got absolutely dicked up. But at the same time, I just feel like that we just don't know what to do when we're with the ball. It's so slow. We don't run. We don't rush, and it's absolutely pathetic. But what were your thoughts on Amad and Amrabat today? say, two players that have barely had a chance under Ten Hag, but what were your thoughts on them?
I thought Diallo was one of the only bright spots. If we were going to score or even anything creative came from his side, the crowd got up when he got the ball. He was the only one who looked like doing anything, and that's unfair to him. I rate Diallo highly, but the fact that we're relying on him in a game of this magnitude to go win us the game, because Højlund did nothing, Garnacho was just super limited. Midfield, Maino's always going to be quality on the ball. Amrabat don't give you anything going forward, and McTominay was anonymous. I forgot he was playing in the second half. So yeah, in regards to Diallo, one of the only bright spots and one of the only players I won't criticise in particular for this game and all the seasons. As for Amrabat, I look at him like Garnacho limited. You mentioned it there. There's no rushing, there's no tempo, there's no purpose. We just lack everything. Like in regards to physicality, there is no running power whatsoever. Zero running power, man. Zero strength. Anything.
Yeah, I appreciate you talking with me, but just before I go, every single player we have, every single fan we have on this channel, we always ask him, if you were a footballer, what would your iconic celebration be?
You know what? I'm a shit house, so I'll be shushing the crowd and stuff like that. I'm going up to the crowd, shushing and giving it all that. Yeah?
All right, thank you for talking, man. Take care, man.
Tag me on the socials.
I'm here with Double A. What were your thoughts on the game?
Terrible. I don't, because they didn't get out second gear. I think once they scored, which is a terrible mistake, sat back and just played a low block, and we can't penetrate.
Yeah, the pressure was building from minute one, wasn't it? Like, they just ran at us.
Like we had a good first 10-15 minutes, and after that, it just story of our season. Like, teams don't have to play well to make us look bad. We make ourselves look bad, and I think that was the story of the game. No real clear-cut chances. Garnacho had one. It took 65 minutes before he had a shot on target. It's just a game to get out of the way, mate. To be honest with you, it's annoying that fans are coming out here and you can hear them saying like, "Oh, at least it wasn't 3-4-0." Like, how are Manchester United in the position of saying that against Arsenal, when it's a team that we should be looking to compete with every single season? And they weren't that good. They weren't that good. Like, the defence was solid. Raya was good. Up front, Saka was pretty quiet. Odegaard had a pretty quiet game. I think we made them look better than they actually were today. And the fact we didn't properly compete with them and really test them and really trouble them, because I think if we did and got about them a little bit more, I think they would have won a bit, because I think they were nervous. The fans were nervous. But we didn't play on that enough. And listen, I don't know what we need to do to start passing the ball to number 11, but I feel sorry for that kid, because he doesn't help himself a lot of the time. We're not doing anything, we're not creating for him, we're not looking to create options for him, and I feel sorry for him. But until we do that, until we start getting our striking positions to shoot and score, this team will always suffer. And listen, I'm checked out anyway.
Yeah.
It's the best thing about it. The biggest cheer we got was when the Thunder and Lightning started, so that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I get what you mean, bro. But obviously, I will agree on what you say when you say that we are wasteful in possession and stuff. But it's the tempo as well. When we're on the counter attack, the players were just jogging about. They weren't sprinting. They didn't show much, and that's where the issue is. But again, with Ten Hag, we saw today what he wants to play, that 3-2-5 formation. But Arsenal just defended really well. They were dead narrow, they were compact, and we just couldn't break them. But like you said, they weren't in first gear. They scored the first goal, held on to the lead. That's all they had to do. They didn't need to pump us today. No. They didn't have to do anything like that, because they're not going to try and risk injuries or energy levels when they're competing with City for the title.
No, that's what Manchester United do. You look back at the teams when we used to win the league. You get the goal, and then you just soak it up, and then you break and you see if you can score. And that's what we were brilliant at. That's what teams are coming here to do now, because they're fighting for things that we're not fighting for. Yeah. So to watch another team come here and do it, especially Arsenal, like, obviously I'd rather them win the league over City or Liverpool any day of the week, but it's still not nice to see teams that you don't like and you should or used to be competing with coming here and outplaying you and teaching you a lesson on and off the pitch. And it's frustrating, but I'm just so happy that we're near the end of the season. Yeah. Get it over and done with.
Do you think we win in the final? Do you think we actually complete the Cinderella story? And you know, our version of Cinderella story, she's lost the dress, she's lost the man, he's gone off with a cheerleader and shit. But do we get the job done? Does it come true?
I don't even think we get out the cellar or the attic from the ugly sisters, mate. I think that's how bad it's going to be. I don't give us much of a hope, but that's just because we know how bad they've been this season. So, yeah. I mean, it would be nice. I was there last year and it was a nightmare. As long as we don't concede after 20 seconds, that's a winning mark.
It was 17, but yeah.
But as long as we don't concede after 20
Yeah.
That's a winning my vote.
21 then.
So there we go, yeah.
Alright, thank you for speaking, bro. See you. Well, anyway, if you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. I'll leave me down in the comments down below on what your thoughts were on the game. Obviously, a lot of disappointed fans that I have spoken to, but at the end of the day, we have to go on to Newcastle. Do we even get into Europe? That is the massive question. But at the end of the day, I thought Arsenal were worth the taking, and people are saying they didn't get out of first gear. But Arteta, that proves why he's been a great manager for Arsenal this season. He saw that United were gaining momentum, and he made the substitutions, he made the change. He brought in Martinelli, and he just looked dynamite on that wing on the counter-attack. So, unfortunately, we didn't get the job done, but did United bottle it? Maybe. But at the end of the day, you know me, I back Eric Ten Hag full-heartedly, and I just hope that we can do something against Newcastle on Wednesday and Brighton at the weekend. But anyway, up the Reds, United.